Right.
We still need to make sure that we eat the right foods. So there are all these decisions we make day in and day out that affect the quality of our lives. We all try to cling to life. We all rely on our doctors. We worry probably more about our health than we even worry about money. And we always say money is this big worry in our society,
Yeah,
but we all probably worry about our health more than anything. That worry is probably the most wasted emotion. It changes nothing. Worry just consumes us. But if we could take actions in a direction that support good health, that's worth a million times the worry. So to the extent, and that's what I try to do with my supplements, it's really what I try to do with my information, is to give us all a sense that we're just not helpless waiting until the next time we have to go to the doctor to complain about something. We could do something about those complaints, whether it's preempting them or preventing them, by the way we live. That most of the diseases all of us will experience, and I think most doctors, even conservative doctors, might say 80% of whether it's heart disease or cancer or things like that, are lifestyle and diet related, meaning we control it. Yeah. It's in our hands. I might even up that number from 80%. So there are opportunities, and certainly when we're talking about acetyl L-carnitine, we're not talking about disease prevention or anything like that, but we're talking about some of the most fundamental aspects of who we are as human beings, which is supporting fat metabolism, which means that if you're going to take this, hopefully you're watching what you're eating and you're exercising, so there's a reason for your body to physiologically engage in fat metabolism. If you're taking this to support, say, brain function, hopefully you're eating healthy fats in your diet, your omega-3s, hopefully you're active, because there is nothing, and the research is overwhelming. Lately, it's sort of like a tidal wave of research on the benefits of just basic activity and brain function. If people want to look for a prevention or cure for senile dementia or Alzheimer's, there is no cure, but activity, healthy activity, is at the top of the list of an opportunity to potentially prevent or postpone those issues. So just being the healthiest, most active human beings we can is what we need to do. And people often ask, what do I do to keep Lincoln healthy? Yeah. They might not even ask, what do I do to keep me healthy? But what do I do to keep Lincoln, my dog, healthy? Yeah. So what do I do to keep Lincoln healthy? And I always say, what's a healthy dog? A healthy dog, that's Lincoln and Marcel. Marcel is now the same size as Link.
Is he really?
But, but they're so adorable. I miss them so much.
I know.
But what I always say, and it applies to humans, a healthy dog is a thin, meaning optimum weight,
right,
active,
right,
hungry dog.
Yes.
That as human beings, we shouldn't go through every single day with our tank full.
Right.
That we should be hungry. We should sit down to a meal and be hungry. I try to, and I've done this for my entire adult life, I intermittently fast.
Yeah, I do too.
I take at least one day a month, sometimes one day a week, where I don't eat for more than 24 hours.
Yep.
Not for everybody, but again, it's normal, it's natural for us to move through the world without being constantly full and constantly satisfied. Be emotionally satisfied, be spiritually satisfied. You don't have to be satisfied constantly in terms of food. But I digress from our monthly special, sorry.
And I'm, you know, like I said, I derailed that whole train. So I know we've got so much to get to. So, you know, and we're now
well,
like a little...
by digressing, I saved more quantity.
Well, there you go. See? There was a method to the madness.
See?
Okay. So we're now going to do like a little July birthday.
A little sneak peek for for our monthly specials that are coming up in July. And as I explained last night, typically in July, even though July is our big beauty month, our essential omega-3 and our ultimate eye, they go away. Why do they go away? They go away because we just featured them as today's specials in April. What I've since come to realize, and sometimes I catch on more slowly than others, that not everybody took advantage of the today's special in April. And I always say there's no more sensible, logical marriage with healthy hair, skin, and nails, marine collagen peptides, the beauty products, than with our omega-3 product. And certainly I'll talk about our ultimate eye product in a moment too. So what we've now done, it's not our today's special pricing. That won't be back until April of 2019. But this is the best pricing you'll see all year on omega-3s. So we're doing a monthly special omega-3s And of course our omega-3, no fishy aftertaste,
Nope.
focused on DHA, not EPA, which DHA is the most important for your brain, most important for your eyes, the most important period or exclamation point. And it's the natural triglyceride form. There's no omega-3 product in the world like it. Small, easy to swallow capsule, just about half the size of a typical capsule, but it contains about 50% more of what you want.
Absolutely. So you can choose your sizes of choice, of course. Most of us go for the big one. I actually take this twice a day. As you know, my doctor loves that I take this, and it's so funny because we get just as many reviews from, physicians or who are recommended by doctors that, like people like you and me, regular folk. So grab the essential omegas, as I know thousands of you out there have. Here's another quick little preview, if you will, on our Ultimate Eye. And I apologize, guys, I don't think I've got the Ultimate Antioxidants. I don't have the eye chart, which I guess could be, I guess that's kind of Freudian in a way.
We haven't talked about Ultimate Antioxidants
Well, there
for a
you
long
go.
time. It's a great product.
See?
It happens to be a great product, and it's on birthday pricing. But it's what it is. It focuses on our most protective botanical products. But so we won't have time to talk about that.
Yeah,
but in terms of Ultimate Eye, our Ultimate Eye product, and the reason why Ultimate Eye is so important now, it's summer. At no time during the year is our eyes exposed to the more damaging force than the UV radiation, to sunlight. And it's sort of ironic or whatever paradoxical that on one hand, sunlight is the most life-giving force. Without the sun, our planet would have never been able to take on life. So the sun is critical. In fact, the sun is what stimulates plants to engage in photosynthesis, which traps carbon. It's all that carbon that's been trapped in solid form for millions and billions of years that unfortunately we've been liberating into the environment in a matter of 100 years. So plants are critical to our planet, just as sunlight is critical to growing them and providing this wonderful, abundant planet that we live on. But sun is a damaging force for our eyes. It's also a damaging force for our skin.
Yeah.
And we must wear sunscreen in the summer. The most important ingredient to remember in sunscreen is zinc oxide. Chemical sunscreens, I view them as harmful. I wouldn't go near a chemical sunscreen. I would only use zinc oxide, in a pinch titanium dioxide, but really zinc oxide. We must protect our skin. And interestingly enough, just as our body concentrates lutein and zeaxanthin to protect our eyes, our body also concentrates lutein and zeaxanthin in our brain to protect our brain. And there's great research now on brain function and lutein and zeaxanthin, the key ingredients in this product, which we're probably among the first in the world to introduce lutein and zeaxanthin a couple of decades ago. And then also, of course, our body concentrates lutein and zeaxanthin. Where?
Yeah.
In our skin.
Sure.
And in our skin, lutein and zeaxanthin could also absorb UV radiation and high-energy blue light. So it's an opportunity in the summer to really protect our eyes when they really need protection, and to also give a little bit of an extra boost of internal ingredients that our body will concentrate in the skin as well, protective ingredients.
All right, so you choose your size of choice. Again, we got the 30, the 60, the 180, and the 360. I'm so glad you did this because my birthday was in April, so I missed this, and
I missed your birthday.
You
Happy
missed my birthday. Why, thank you.
Yes.
You turn the clock back, but
And
I was
here
almost
in
out
April.
of this. I know, and see, and so I missed out on the omegas, and I missed out on the eyes. So
Well,
I feel like you did this for
We'll
me.
make a care package for you.
Okay,
Yes.
see, there you go. All right, so your Ultimate Eye, and then we're gonna keep the variety going.
And with the monthly specials for July, the omega-3 and the Ultimate Eye, unlike the Today specials, these will ship immediately.
Oh,
so
good.
these will go out immediately.
I
Yes.
should ask that, yeah. So you're welcome to grab any of these. Hey, by the way, just a quick programming note, we will have an abbreviated look at today's, today's special at the end of this hour, but my producer Steve is even saying very, very abbreviated.
I'm hoping that even if we abbreviate it at the end, at least for the evening hour at 9 p.m., even if we could only talk about it for 5 or 10 minutes, that would be fine. And as I said, with the phytoceramides, if we can get raw materials in time, we'll have it as sort of a quiet TS2, Today's Special 2,
yes,
behind the healthy hair, skin, and nails and marine collagen peptides. We'll do our best, but again, we don't get the most convenient raw materials. We go wherever in the world we need to go to get the finest raw materials. Most of them from right here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Some of them even from Canada, which I'm not sure if we're going to still be doing trade with Canada anymore in the future. I'm just kidding. But our neighbors to the north. So, but again,
as long as we still get to keep Michael Bublé and William Shatner.
Yes, William Shatner again.
Okay.
But I think that when we talk about my ingredients, I always talk about the science, and the science oftentimes implies where we have to get the ingredient.
For sure. And you know what, by the way, my doctor thanks you. I had my, you know, kind of yearly or yearly blood work, and my vitamin D levels are awesome.
Yep.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks to you. And you were one of the first people, I think, who made us aware of this.
Well, I've been talking about vitamin D, for the importance of vitamin D, for 39 years.
Wow.
In fact, probably the first 30 years I was making vitamins, we often heard from doctors complaining about our vitamins. Why?
Yeah.
We have always had at least 1,000 IU of vitamin D in all our
yes.
multivitamins.
Yep.
Now in our typical multivitamin, we have 2,000. With our vitamin D, you could choose 1,000 or 2,000 here today. And as you'll see, it's less than a dime a capsule.
Yeah.
It's the most affordable product we make. It's probably the most important single nutrient anyone could contemplate. And it's the most affordable product we make, which is kind of, you love it. Usually the most important thing is the most expensive thing. Here is the most important single nutrient, and it's incredibly affordable. And you could read the reviews online where folks have struggled with vitamin D levels, even with their doctors delivering it and things like that. Our product delivers the vitamin D you need, and it delivers it easily. It's bioavailable, it can be absorbed, but it's just that material that vitamin D is more than a coenzyme, which is typically what a vitamin is in our body. It performs one or two very specific chemical reactions. But vitamin D functions more like a prohormone in our body, so it plays a multitude of roles in as we get older, even at any age, muscle contraction. The fact that there's basically an epidemic of vitamin D insufficiency and deficiency. Anyone who's active, fit, athletic should focus on their vitamin D levels, because muscle contraction requires healthy levels of vitamin D. And it literally is epidemic in our society. If you're not supplementing, it's almost guarantee you have low levels of vitamin D.
Oh, for sure. You know, people, it's a 4.8 star customer pick. What's interesting about this, and Andrew, he so listens to you. I love this. You can choose the 1,000 IU or the 2,000 IU, you know, based on what your doctor has recommended.
Or a lot of people say if they want to take 3,000 a day, but they're already taking our essential one, they could always add the 1,000 to that.
Yes.
Or I take about 4,000 IU a day.
Yep, that's what I do.
And that gets me to my perfect vitamin D levels. And my vitamin D levels are literally perfect.
Yep.
It depends upon what your doctor might recommend. I tend to recommend vitamin D levels higher than 50.
Yeah.
I prefer between 60 and 80. 60 and 70 to me is really the sweet spot in terms of healthy vitamin D levels. We have reviews from folks who said their vitamin D levels 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, which how can anyone expect to function well, whether it be mentally, emotionally, energetically, with vitamin D levels like that? It's one of the most significant nutritional challenges in our society, but what's fantastic is how easily and affordably corrected it is. You could get that 2,000 IU, 720 capsule supply. That is a 2-year supply. So what does that come to in terms of 24 months? That's a little bit more than $2 a month.
That's amazing.
So for less than a cup of coffee, you have a month's supply of vitamin D.
Yeah.
For less than a bottled water, you probably have 6 weeks of vitamin D.
Yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable. And to that end, again, you choose the 1,000 or the 2,000, but there's no difference in price.
We specifically do that.
You know, it even always makes me like a little nervous when I say that, because I always kind of look at Andrew, I'm like, and there's no difference in price,
We want to encourage everyone to get the vitamin D level they need and to make cost irrelevant.
Nice.
Even we have higher potency than 1 in 2,000.
Yeah.
The price only goes up minimally.
Wow.
I would think even if I think we might even have a 5,000 IU.
I've seen the 4.
And if I think at 5,000 IU, if the large size bottle is $10, $15 more for more than double the potency, I would be surprised. So we try to make vitamin D incredibly affordable. It's that important, and it's something that, again, if you are not supplementing vitamin D, it is not coming from your diet. If you're not supplementing it, I can pretty much guarantee that you don't have adequate levels of vitamin D. Unless, of course, you live in Florida, somewhere warm, and you're running around wearing very little clothes almost all the time. If you are, you've probably already been arrested for that. So, no, unfortunately, the way we live now, our bodies are covered, we're using sunscreen. As we get older, the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D suffers. And also, if we do spend a lot of time outside in the sun, what happens? Personally, I tend to get very tan.
Yeah.
The more tan you get, your body responds to that sunlight, tries to protect you from that UV radiation, so you tan. As you tan, you synthesize less vitamin D. So again, it's something that you just read the science, and I think the quote in one of the science is 80 to 100% of the people observed in the research were vitamin D deficient or insufficient. 80 to 100%, so virtually everyone.
Oh, wow. All right. So once more, this is almost like another mini variety show. So select it again, choose 1,000 or 2,000 IU. Price is, the same regardless, depending on what your dietary needs are. Special purchase price. We have the free shipping. Remember, we've got lots more to get to in this hour. We will have a very annotated, a very abbreviated airing of our today's special a little bit later on this hour. We're going to try to sneak in some more of your favorites. In fact, I spy what looks like another big birthday. Oh, actually, so it's so funny. I know whether you see Colleen or Bobby or Adam or myself, so often you'll hear us say, oh, this is one of my favorites, or we take this. We really do. And what's funny about that is none of us were really taking vitamins before Andrew came to HSN. We were all, we gave you a hard time, boy.
Talk about a hostile audience. I still remember in the building here at HSN, I was in a little room with probably about 4 or 5. You were there.
Yes.
Colleen was there. I'm trying to think what Bobby was there.
Yep.
And talk about hostile.
Oh boy.
So you're going to sell vitamins on TV. So it's sort of like the idea, and mind you, I'd been doing this for 5.5 years before at QVC. And sort of the catch, well, so I guess so we're going to be selling milk and butter on TV next. So it was kind of a hostile audience.
Funny.
But the funny thing is, if you go to Colleen's house or Shannon's house, that you open the cupboard, you see all the products there. So
it's so true.
But that's what I pride my products in, is the fact that even to the greatest skeptic, the most cynical vitamin consumer, and the product we're about to speak about, the proof is really in the pudding there.
For sure.
They make a difference, and you might not want to read the science, you might not want to believe the science, and this is not about faith or believing. This is about science and truth and facts and experience, and there's nothing better. I'm someone in the day of the internet, whether it's a movie or a book or a restaurant, Muriel and I are all about the reviews.
Me too.
We love reading reviews.
Me too.
And I don't think there are many or even any products on the internet that are as consistently reviewed, have as many volume of reviews, give you an opportunity to sort of indulge in the experiences of others before you decide to try the product. And circulation and vein support for healthy legs.
Yeah.
The science is amazing, and that's the only reason over 20 years ago, I had to go about making sure this ingredient, although it was natural, had to go about making sure this ingredient could be brought into the United States. The research was that compelling, the science was that compelling, and we're talking about back in the middle 1990s. So it's that kind of an impressive ingredient. And ever since we introduced it, we've only improved the potency of the formula. We've only expanded the ingredients in the formula. Of course, it has its initial key ingredients. And the efficacy of the formula, the reviews of the formula have only, as incredible as they were, they only keep getting better with time. This is a product that has, I think it has a couple of thousand reviews.
Almost 3,000. But 2,700 over 22 are perfect.
Oh, 2,700 reviews, over 2,200 reviews are perfect 5-star reviews.
Crazy.
And this, for a product that promises you will see or you will feel
both
a difference in the appearance, the condition of your feet, the circulation, your feet, ankles, calves, and it's, if at the end of the day you ever wish you could see or feel a difference there, or just at the beginning of the day, whatever it might be, this is that opportunity. The reviews are perhaps the most compelling we have some amazing reviews for omega-3s, amazing reviews for Ultimate Eye, for healthy hair, skin, and nails, thousands of amazing reviews. And my products, I think, have probably, I think we're pushing 70 or 80,000 total reviews, averaging about 4.6 or 4.7 stars. And this product probably has the most sort of emotionally inspiring reviews of all.
It's true. I'm so glad you said that, because if you, first of all, leave a review. We don't take the bad reviews out. He doesn't get bad reviews, but even when
there are.
But you know what's so funny? It's usually with regard to something that has nothing to do with you.
Well, sometimes it's just it was shipped late,
right, exactly.
or whoever it was, UPS or FedEx, crushed the box.
Exactly.
It's not our fault. But sometimes people try a product and it just doesn't work for them.
But almost unilaterally, and when you look at the reviews, Andrew doesn't change the punctuation. So when you see love, 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 and you know, God's gift and all these great things. But the big thing for me, and Andrew's absolutely right, not only one of his top reorder products, is it Virginia that's the show me state? I mean, or is it Pennselsvania?
I think it's kind of, isn't it Missouri?
Or Missouri. I guess the whole point is, if these didn't work, it wouldn't be overwhelmingly a customer pick. You wouldn't reorder it, basically.
Why should I expect? I always say that that we're science-based, that my role is really kind of as chief scientist for my company. What a scientist does is the scientist tries to prove things or disprove things. Why would I expect? That's why I always say, you know, we might have all this clinical science, but the only science that really matters is your little experiment you get to do at home.
Right.
The only difference is with my products, I'll talk about the science on air, I'll talk about the reviews. You could sit at home and you could read all 2,700 reviews to get a feel for this product that you get to buy with confidence, and even beyond buying, knowing that you have all of that background, that you can go online, you can go to the National Institute of Health Research database, pubmed.gov. You could type in diosmin, you could type in butcher's broom extract, you could type in the ingredients in this product. So you could have the science, you could have the reviews, you could have all of this at your fingertips, but you still have a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. You love it, or you send it back to me.
Exactly. The hardest thing to do with these variety shows is, you know, kind of keep the ball rolling, because, I mean, any one of the products we could spend a full hour on. But regardless, pick your size of choice. I always go for the bigger one.
2 capsules a day. All you need to take. I think some people might take 3. Some people take 1, even though I recommend. Probably more people take 1 than take 3. But 2 is the perfect level to take. Even for me, I'm thanks to my parents, I guess I'm blessed with healthy circulation. But I'm not as young as I used to be, and I tend to do all sorts of crazy sports and athletic endeavors still. It's not unusual for me to get on a mountain bike and be sitting on that mountain bike 3 hours later. It's not unusual for me to go for a hike or a run and to be still out there 4 or 5 hours later. That comes with consequences, especially when you get older. And for me, where I've noticed the benefits to this product, especially if I occasionally will just test and not use it, that is when I notice it. So for me, it's really what empowers me. As I said before, we all start off with all these youthful, wonderful attributes. And as we get older, whatever we had when we were younger, whatever cards we were dealt, they start getting taken away from us as we get older. This is one of those products that, to the extent we use it, it allows us to retain those properties that much longer.
Absolutely. So I know we've got a bunch to get to yet. Where does the time go?
No, I always say that I used to complain in school that it was the land where time stood still. But when I come here, all of a sudden we have 10 minutes left in the show, and I'm like, that's the fastest 2 hours of my life. If the rest of my life went that quickly, it'd be gone in a flash.
Yeah, it would. All right, well, now this is fun. Do I normally see immune factors this time of year?
We don't. But it's funny. Muriel and I were just in France, and between jet lag and everything else, I pride myself on
I know you.
Rarely succumbing, but with 9 hours of jet lag and just running around too much and things like that, and all the other crazy things we do when we're going out with her her family and stuff in France, I had to succumb. So and then of course everyone was telling me, gosh, it's like it's been going around.
Sure.
So I figured, again, not a cure, treatment, prevention for a cold or anything like that, or flu, but the first thing I do when I notice my immune system is challenged, and going to Europe, it's a 9-hour time difference when we go from the West Coast to France. So basically our world gets turned upside down. And what I always say, for me, when I know when I'm challenging my immune system, it's not when I work hard, it's not when I train hard, it's if I disrupt my sleep.
Yes.
And for me, I sleep really well, except when I go across too many time zones.
Yeah.
When I go from the West Coast to here in Florida, no big deal, 3 hours, no big deal. But 9 hours is just highly disruptive, and unfortunately, that's where Muriel's family is, and we like to go visit. We usually go a couple of times a year. So it's challenging.
Yeah.
So that's what just made me think that it was a good opportunity to talk about this. Normally, this goes away until October.
Yeah.
And so normally we have it go away, but I thought it would be a good time to mention it. And also, it's another one of those products that you would think, if there's a product I made that people would look at really skeptically and cynically, and it would be really hard to get this product to be well reviewed. Like me, you'd be surprised, because this product is, much to my surprise, is almost a perfectly reviewed product. All of my products are almost unanimously positively reviewed. This one, I think, to the extreme.
4.8.
4.8
I did
stars.
not realize it was a 4.8. I really didn't.
To achieve 4.8 mathematically,
holy cow,
you need to have a product that's 97, 98% positive reviews.
You do.
That it's almost exclusively 5-star reviews with just a handful of 4-star reviews.
I mean, that's impressive. You know, you might have to keep doing this in the summer, because I was just thinking, I take this when I travel home to Minnesota, or if I've had I've had split days off recently, so my sleep has been definitely more compromised than even usual, if that's possible. And so for a lot of us out there, you take this situationally. If you know you're going to be stressed, or you know you're going to be tired, or you know you're going to be traveling.
That's how I recommend it.
Yeah.
And it's again, our immune system is our barrier to these infections, and to the extent we keep our immune system healthy, that's the quality of that barrier. And there's a multitude of influences on that function of our immune system, whether we're eating well, whether we're sleeping well, whether we're adequately hydrated, whether we're under stress. The list is very long. And our nutritional status is one of the many components of that mixture. So to the extent some of those other ones get a little out of whack, to the extent we're going to be on an airplane with 100+ strangers, to the extent we're going to be disrupting our sleep when we go to different time zones, and just changing what we eat in our food, then this is the one component that we can control a little bit of our nutritional status with this product.
Steve's going to kill me for asking a question, but I just have to point this out, because it is the most beautiful melange of supportive elements that you can find. Because normally...
Did you say mélange?
Mélange.
C'est un bon mot en français.
Well, okay, French toast.
It's a pretty word in France. No.
But my whole point is...
I was going to say Muriel me manque. I miss Muriel because I can't.
I know.
Normally I speak French all day long with her.
I know you do. I did buy the Rosetta Stone for French, so we'll see how far I get.
Well, apparently, Muriel, it's very funny, because I think QVC has a station in France.
Oh,
so
do they really?
It would be really. I would have a good time talking about these products in French, because when I'm in France, that's all I do is talk about these products.
But if you look at the label, I guess my whole point was, you see things in this that normally be expensive, that you don't find.
It's been an evolution. When you've been doing what I have been doing for as long as I've been doing it, products necessarily evolve. Although I can't say that for other supplement companies. A lot of their products look the same today as when I was that tall. That's very short. That they just haven't changed. But when we started, our original immune support product was called Vital Life Factors, and it was vitamin C and B complex. Our special B complex, our special non-acidic vitamin C. And then we added echinacea. Then we added golden seal. Then our mushroom complex has changed a half a dozen times over the year. And then we added astragalus, and we're actually looking at adding a couple of more ingredients in the not too distant future. But it has evolved over the decades, over 4 decades, to become what it is today.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, so special birthday savings. And Andrew, are the birthday savings good until Monday?
Monday
You know?
evening.
Monday
evening at midnight.
Gotcha.
And then the birthday savings go away.
Okay, so we've got time, I think, for at least one more item before we do, again, a very abbreviated encore look at that today's special. And doggone, I don't know how you do this, because everything that we talk about, they're on my little shopping list. No, they really are. It's really kind of freaky in a way. I'm like, how do you know I was almost out of turmeric? I mean,
I'm gonna actually take
seriously. I cook a lot with turmeric. I know Marielle does as well. And this is, I think there's been more buzz and ballyhoo about this in recent months.
Well, fun things that Muriel has been doing with turmeric. And if you cook with turmeric, even though the turmeric used for turmeric spice,
right?
And we're looking at doing our own turmeric spice that's different, because turmeric spice is about 1 to 3% curcuminoids, the protective compound. I want to do a turmeric that'll be more like 25 to 50%.
Okay.
So you get 10 times more of the protective compounds. That's what we're looking at doing.
Oh, wow.
But still have the good spice benefits of turmeric. Because when you do cook with turmeric, because when you cook with it, it gets complexed with fat.
Yes.
It becomes absorbable. Typical turmeric spice, typical turmeric supplements are not absorbable.
Right.
And there's a lot of them that use an ingredient called piperine for absorption. My understanding with piperine, it sort of works by maybe irritating your digestive system. It also could influence unpredictably the absorption of drugs and medications. So piperine is not the natural way, in my mind, to go about enhancing the absorption of turmeric. The way you enhance the absorption of turmeric is by simply following a page in an Indian cookbook, and that's by complexing it naturally with fat. So just as you would complex turmeric with fat when you'd be making stew or something like that in India, the same thing here. We complex our turmeric, the curcuminoids, with fat. The fat we use is phosphatidylcholine.
Nice.
Phosphatidylcholine is a phospholipid. It's the predominant phospholipid in your liver and the predominant phospholipid in your brain. So interesting enough, turmeric is also supportive and detoxifying for our liver, also supportive of our brain. So we really make a common sense approach to making turmeric dozens of times more absorbable. Because say turmeric juice, or turmeric smoothie, those sorts of things, the turmeric is not going to be highly bioavailable or absorbable at all, unfortunately. It's better than nothing, and it still exerts benefits on your digestive system, even if it's not being absorbed. But the real way to deliver turmeric is you have to complex it with fat, which is what we do. And then you get the true and you get the full benefits of turmeric. And I've been talking about that I've been talking about turmeric again for a couple of decades. It's really taken off lately.
Yeah.
Also, what we do at home, one of the things, Muriel would often cook chicken or turkey, whatever it might be, even salmon or something. She might sprinkle paprika on it for a little bit of coloring, with just a hint of flavor, not too spicy.
Yeah.
Now she uses turmeric.
Good call.
Also, she makes these frittatas with all sorts of vegetables in it, either steamed or sauteed vegetables, that she make these egg white frittatas.
Yeah.
And what she does, she puts a little turmeric into the egg white, and guess what? Everybody thinks it's whole eggs. No one knows it's egg whites.
I love
So she does, there's a lot of wonderful things you could do with turmeric, but here, just to show the capsule.
And you gotta be careful because it'll actually stain your fingers, right?
Another difficult product to encapsulate.
Yeah.
Because of the lipids, you could see there are these little granules, and what these granules are, they're actually fine powder. But the lipids make it a little bit more difficult to encapsulate.
Right.
But again, we get it in that capsule without additives or excipients or anything like that. But again, to ensure, as you can see my fingers are now orange, but to ensure the absorption of turmeric, you have to do something. There's 2 methodologies I've seen out there. One is piperine, which is this black pepper, which to me is irritating and also can have implications for drug absorption, or simply following Mother Nature's natural approach, complex it naturally with fat.
It makes sense. I mean, it really does. Hey, by the way, 30, 60, 120, and 240. Remember that this special savings is only available until tomorrow at midnight. we certainly would recommend, with over 1,000 of these already gone, that you choose your size of choice. Great big savings here. I mean, pretty doggone close to a today's special. I mean, it
pretty
really,
close.
it's pretty close. And with that free shipping and the special purchase pricing, I guess for me, if I'm going to be adding turmeric, I want to make sure that I'm getting the payoff, basically.
And this has been a monthly special. I don't believe this has been a today's special.
I don't think it has
But this has been a monthly special. And there's a question I just saw here. Someone was asking if you're taking a liver supplement, can you take turmeric? If you looked at my liver antioxidant extracts, a great product, our great detoxifying product. If you looked at the ingredients in the product, top of the list is turmeric. Our standardized extract of turmeric. Also in that product is artichoke extract, standardized for cynarin. Also in that product is milk thistle extract, standardized for silymarin. So that is our liver supplement. I'm not sure what liver supplement someone was talking about, but there's very few ingredients, phosphatidylcholine being one of them, that is alongside turmeric in terms of its importance in promoting and supporting liver detoxification, liver regeneration, because the liver is one of the unique organs that can actually regenerate its tissue. So the answer is yes. So without knowing the supplement you're talking about, I presume it was not a drug or medication, but this is just a natural ingredient. It's a wonderful protective spice, and this won't upset your stomach. It won't upset your stomach at all.
No, absolutely not. By the way, we did
take
put
a couple on an empty stomach.
We did put the item number for the liver antioxidants at the bottom of your screen as well, and you'll notice if you take it like I do, it actually has the same color as turmeric. You know, looks like that color. I actually take this for so many supportive benefits. Of course, liver being one. You know, I look up my mobility. I look up my joints. Listen, I'm not going down without a fight, and chances are you're not either. So whether you've done even a minuscule amount of research, if you've heard about this on the periphery or on the bubble, I guess my whole original point is, if you're going to bother to spend your money, if you're going to bother to try to reap the benefits of turmeric, of which there are many, continue to cook with it, of course, but if you're going to take a supplement and you want to make sure that you get those health benefits and that payoff for the money you're spending, take the right one. And Andrew always follows the research. So thank you again for your orders. All right, hard to believe, but we are in the final few moments of this special surprise afternoon visit. Andrew has only one more show coming up tonight with Colleen. Is it 8 or 9 that you're on the air? Do you know?
9 o'clock.
Oh, 9.
I believe.
Okay. So, no, 9 o'clock. Okay. I know, I'm like, that's the only question he doesn't know the answer to. So remember, this was a surprise visit, and so he has done this as a monthly special. When you did it as a monthly special, it became one of the most popular ever. You know what that tells me, though, Andrew? It's been kind of a sleeper hit, and what that tells me is people like me, you don't do many on-air presentations.
Because I'm only here 4 times a year. And we introduced this a couple of years ago, so this really has gotten very little airtime. In fact, last year as a monthly special, the monthly special is really an online monthly special. Because I'm only here 4 times a year. 8 of those months, it's just an online monthly special. I'll record a little video that will be available online. Sometimes we'll do a little 2-minute commercial that's on air, but I'm not here to really give it much airtime. So Phytoceramides, if you looked at it, it's gotten very little airtime, which is why so many of my friends who are kind of going, how come I don't know about this? Why haven't I heard about this ingredient? So it's a product that today, unfortunately, we had adequate quantities for a monthly special. We thought we had adequate quantities for a Today special. But even though we've shortened the airtime significantly from what we anticipated, if we're going to talk about it this evening, it will probably be for just a few minutes this evening. So we just shortened this last airing. But again, it's a very simple and very straightforward product. It sort of is a similar conversation to what I've talked about in the past about our healthy hair, skin, and nails formula. That when we look about how our skin functions, when we think about what we do on the outside of our body for our skin, we're generally not doing what we really think we're doing. So with healthy hair, skin, and nails, for decades now, I've talked about the fact that our hair, skin, and nails are entirely grown on the inside of our body. That everything we do on the outside of our body, it's kind of like what would be kind of like a mortician. We're just dressing up something that is no longer alive, something that's deceased. We're doing the best we can with whatever we have. So if we want to make a difference in what we have to work with, the only opportunity we have is on the inside of our body. When we deal with moisturizers, the moisturizers that people will say makes their skin feel the most moist, those are moisturizers that are creating what's called an emollient effect. Or an occlusive effect, but the feeling we have of moisturization is a topical feeling. The real moisturization that affects the character and the appearance of our skin, that can only take place on a deeper level. And that's the real humectant role of a moisturizer. What we're talking about here is moisturization on that deeper level. That moisturization requires that we make an investment on the inside of our body. One of those investments is basically free, just being adequately hydrated. You can't expect to have moist skin and not be adequately hydrated. Moisture is constantly, every time we breathe, we lose moisture. We know it in the winter. When we breathe in the winter outside, we see the condensation in cold air. Every breath we take, moisture leaves our body. Every moment of the day, moisture is being wicked away from our skin. The only thing our skin does to cling to dear life is it has this very careful organization, with ceramides being the principal ingredient to keep the skin moist. And that's why we're talking about ceramides. Because when you really talk about moisturization, you're not talking just about beautiful skin. Yeah, it's what we attribute beautiful skin is moist, plump skin. But when we're talking about moisturization, we're kind of talking about our survival. That moisture is something we need to keep in our body because that's what our body requires to be healthy and function well. So the first thing we need to do to have moist skin is to make sure we adequately hydrate. I know if my mom is watching, my mom will be saying, oh, but that means I'm going to be going to the bathroom constantly. Well, that's a small price to pay for all the health benefits of being adequately hydrated, because believe me, the moistness, the moisture of your skin is just the first on the list of benefits we derive. It's important for our circulation. It's important for cardiovascular function. It's important for kidney and renal function, that we maintain bladder function, that we maintain adequate hydration. So if vanity is at the top of the list, then hopefully it encourages us, because all those other reasons are very important to our health. And then, of course, moist, healthy skin requires adequate levels of healthy fats, the omega-3s we don't get from our diet. That's why I've said our Today Special in April, in July, we brought it back as a monthly special at great pricing. It'll be monthly special. It'll be Today Special pricing again next April in 2019. But those essential fatty acids are, again, critical to the way skin retains its moisture. And the analogy I gave earlier is if you use an occlusive barrier, if you put sort of Vaseline or lanolin on your skin to hold in the moisture, that's like putting plastic on top of a cup with a little water in it. Eventually, all that moisture will evaporate up to the top of the plastic. Doesn't keep the skin moist. If you put a sponge in the bottom of that cup or glass, the moisture is going to tend to stay in the sponge. If you have a sponge that has special molecules in it that wants to cling to that water, then that sponge is going to keep the water and it's not going to evaporate up to the top of the glass. And basically, when you put Vaseline or lanolin or the typical occlusive barriers that most moisturizers contain, and even moisturizers that are unbelievably expensive, a little jar costing hundreds of dollars, have simple occlusive barriers like lanolin or petrolatum or like Vaseline, which is just astounding to me, because those are really not moisturizing our skin. It's just trapping moisture on the outside and really just trapping our skin, because our skin really needs to have an opportunity to breathe, but at the same time we want to make sure we're delivering adequate hydration, and we want to make sure we're giving our skin the tools it needs to retain that hydration. Those are healthy fats and, first and foremost, ceramides. And of course, if you look at the organization of healthy skin, or you look at even better, the disorganization of unhealthy skin, you're seeing disruption in ceramide levels and ceramide organization. So again, ceramides are the key to this process.
Absolutely. And you know, here's the thing, we're over the 17,000 mark now, so this was a surprise visit to begin with. I know Andrew has the capacity to make, you know, small adjustments in terms of the availability. They are hoping for one brief maybe, fingers crossed, airing at 9 o'clock for Andrew's last show. I guess my best recommendation to you, if you are already a fan, like I've been taking a fan, I know Colleen is going to be a little newer to the party. We've made this a customer pick because, like Andrew said, it hasn't really had a real presence in on-air presentations. It already became a customer pick and was a top seller and #1 monthly special without much appearance on the air here at HSN. That's why most of us are doing that larger size. And I have to say, it's an expensive product to manufacture. So
well, basically because the raw material is so expensive.
Right.
But since its introduction, we've improved its price, as I've said before.
For sure.
With popularity always comes, at least from my approach, an opportunity for us to lower price. We've done that with healthy hair, skin, and nails. We've done it with marine collagen peptides. We've done it with CoQ10.
Yep,
CoQ10 is about 90% less expensive than when I introduced it. Healthy hair, skin, and nails, almost the same. So I'm hoping that with Phytoceramides, over time, it's a great value today. It's a 1 capsule daily product. Some people take more than 1 capsule because they might have special issues or special problems.
Right.
But 1 capsule a day should be the perfect dose. And again, a lot of folks expect this to just be something they see on their face, where this product really is at its best is in the trouble spots that, as we've read in reviews, elbows, knees, heels, hands, feet. That's where you get to see a difference.
Sure. So just real quickly, choose your size of choice. 30, 60, 120, and 240. Obviously, today's special pricing, and which again, this has never been a today's special, so this is something to be excited about anyway. But if you look at the pricing, now this is where our pricing will go. This is where your pricing is today. These are our savings. But if you take this every day, now, and Andrew will do some of the science, and I hope we get to some reviews. The science supports just 1 a day. I do take 2 a day. I'm kind of like Iris Apfel, more is more in my world, I guess. But I'm going for the 240. Do you know, it's almost like a buy one, get one free. I am doubling my capsule count, for what the 120 will cost you today. And this is such a feel-good proposition. I mean, not only because you're building better, softer, younger, more moisturized, hydrated skin from the inside out, which, let's be honest, topically, I don't care whose product you're using at what price, doesn't do what this is doing internally.
If you're using a moisturizer on the outside of the body, you're basically trying to address the fact that your body's going to be losing moisture. It just gets wicked away, it evaporates away. And usually you're using an occlusive barrier, using some fats or oils that's going to trap moisture in. And unfortunately, that can be comedogenic and things like that, could be irritating.
Sure.
The way this works is by using a molecule that was in the original design of our body responsible for moisture retention. I could read some of the science. I said I was going to read some reviews because we hadn't done that. I just grabbed some reviews.
Perfect.
The reviews are incredibly compelling on this product, and it's something that, it's one of those products that you'll notice a difference quickly. 30 days is more than ample time to see a difference. What a lot of people do, take 2 capsules for the first 30 days, and then you just go to 1 capsule a day. And it's an incredibly affordable product, especially when you look at what we invest otherwise.
For sure.
This is a long review. Andrew is the man. Andrew's the man again and again. I use a lot of Andrew's products, and hands down, this is a winner. The very best one. I'm a 56-year-old AA woman, but no one believes it because I have really beautiful skin. Thank you, Mama and Grandmother, but after using your product, at least 3 people, including my boyfriend, asked, what have you done? Did you try a new makeup, which I rarely use, or have something done? I trust Andrew because his product always delivers just as he says, but I was not expecting this amazing miracle pill to work so fast. I bought the 120 capsules, and now I'm going back for the largest. Please never stop, Andrew, because you are an awesome gift to us. That's from Ginny in Texas. And again, we all think this is bizarre and surprising. For me, it would be bizarre and surprising if an external moisturizer could overcome the barrier properties of our skin to moisturize.
Yeah.
The only way I would figure to moisturize our skin is we have to deliver it internally.
Sure.
Glowing in 3 days. Within 3 days, my skin had a glow. For the first time in years since entering into menopause, my skin felt moisturized and dewy in the morning. I feel the moisturizers I use are working better and not just getting washed off. Not just the skin on my face either. The skin on my entire body feels more moisturized. I can see the look of crepiness on my crepiness
which
on
is
my
creepy.
creepy, yes, on my legs and arms lessening. I'm going back to order the big bottle. Andrew Lessman, you are a steely-eyed missile man.
Oh, I love that. That's actually one of my favorite movies.
From Chrissy, that's,
I know.
yes.
Martian.
So with what is
With
it?
Matt Damon.
Yes, what is it? What was it, Blue Steel?
Oh, The Martian. Or wait.
No. No.
Well, see, now Steve's gonna he's gonna scold us.
I'll remember in
He's
a
like,
second.
really?
I'm not sure.
He's like, you two have to, one of you has to focus.
Why it's escaping with Ben Stiller.
Oh,
Zoolander.
Zoolander,
Of
yes.
course, yes,
Okay.
Blue Steel.
All right,
yes.
sorry.
Lincoln does Blue Steel.
Anyway.
My dog. Works for me. It's only been a couple of weeks of taking this, and I already find my feet to be less dry, which was a very big problem. We have a bunch of reviews on feet, heels,
Yes, my hands.
elbows.
Yeah.
That's moisturizing from the inside out is the smartest thing versus creams and potions. Like all supplements, they work from the inside out. My gratitude, Andrew, and my facial skin is showing youth again, which my friends have commented on. I look better and feel better, glowing. A dear friend recommended these supplements. I was taken aback by the cost. Frankly, I was too. It's an expensive raw material.
Sure.
Again, we've succeeded in lowering the price a couple of times, and this is our best pricing ever.
Yes.
But it's still, it's not inexpensive.
Yeah.
I thought about the cost of creams, so I bought some to see what would happen. I'm 46, ex-suntan lady, drank alcohol and smoked. I do exercise, eat well, and meditate. My skin improved within the first week.
Wow, nice.
I'm very happy that these supplements are available. I noticed the difference in my skin almost immediately. I am thankful that the aging process can be wonderful, worth the money.
Nice.
No dry skin. I never write reviews. I noticed that my dry skin and dry eyes have improved significantly since I started taking this product. Interesting enough, I read last night 3 reviews on dry mouth, 2 reviews on dry nose,
See, I was
2
actually
reviews
gonna
on dry
ask that.
eyes.
Yeah.
The dry skin in my heels has improved too. I can only attribute the improvement in my skin to this product. I highly recommend. I'm 66 years old, which I understand it in terms of eyes, nose, skin, but
Sure.
the mouth was fascinating. But
Yeah.
I'm going to do some research between the shows.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wouldn't be
curious.
surprised if these sphingolipids are also present in saliva, in the tissues in the mouth.
I bet.
Shocked. I'm a very discriminating consumer and I read reviews carefully. I waffled on buying this product primarily due to the cost, but was also struggling with dry skin and have been for years. It's an aging thing. I'm 64. Well, I purchased this product and quite literally, I am shocked at the results. I noticed changes starting after 3 days of use,
another 3 days.
which was also shocking.
Yeah.
My skin, including my lips, are noticeably smoother and softer. That's where I notice it. So much outdoor activity, I frequently, I used to always put stuff, I don't even put lip stuff on anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously, holding moisture better. The difference really is quite amazing. The best thing I could tell you is that I just ordered a second bottle of 240 capsules.
Nice.
I don't want to be without this product. It is, for me, quite amazing.
You know, and doesn't that just at least compel you to try this with that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee? And obviously everybody's different, but it's funny. Part of the reason I wore a strapless top is I'm heading into my 53rd year, and one of those reviews talked about crepiness. And I have to say, and certainly I try to eat right. I do stay out of the sun, which is certainly significant, but I don't have that chicken skin. I don't have that crinkly, you know, area. And by the way, yes, I put things on my face for a lot of different reasons, but I don't use body lotion. I just don't. Don't need to, because from my hands in particular, because I use a lot of hand sanitizer. I'm very weird. You know, we handle a lot of different products in the makeup room and here at HSN. So that used to be an area where my cuticles, my knuckles, my heels, my elbows, my knees, where I would notice a lot of dryness. Now, everybody's different, but even when I was doing other things, applying things topically, I was not personally getting the kind of results that I'm getting with this.
Right.
I mean, and so to me, it only makes common sense that scientifically you're building, you know, more moisturized skin from inside out.
There's the way our skin works. The outer layers of our skin are essentially dead layers of skin. That's why when we get exfoliated, there's no anesthesiologist on hand. But as we get into the inner layers of our skin, as we get into the epidermis and the stratum corneum, that's the living stuff that determines moisturization. If we're moisturizing those outer dead layers, that might feel nice topically. It might get shiny or things like that, but it's not real moisturization.
Right.
The real moisturization that has that youthful, plump property to it, that's moisturization that's taking place at the stratum corneum level in the epidermis. And the key to moisturizing in the stratum corneum, the key to the stratum corneum retaining its inherent moisture, because remember, our body is delivering moisture to those tissues. That moisture is constantly being robbed by the external environment. The molecules responsible for the retention of moisture, and they're very carefully organized in arranged layers, that molecule, it's ceramides, followed by essential fatty acids, followed by cholesterol. So ceramides are the key, and you could track the reduction in ceramide levels with advancing age. You can track the reduction in ceramide levels with increased issues with our skin. And if you look at skin with issues, you invariably find reduced levels of ceramides or disorganized layers of ceramides. So ceramides are that key molecule. When we're playing with moisturizers on the outside of our body, yes, there are good moisturizers. It's maybe one of those things. The science is so interesting on moisturizers that you really don't need to spend a ton of money to create a great moisturizer. And maybe one of these days I really need to do it because, and it would be, it's taken us, 20 plus years ago, we did a sunscreen. And we'll probably bring a sunscreen back next year.
Yeah.
A zinc oxide-based sunscreen, which is the only sunscreen to have. But even I've been playing with sunscreens for 20 years. I decided a few years ago I want to do it again.
Yeah.
It's going to take me 5 years to do a sunscreen.
Ooh, wow.
Just because the way we do things, we so carefully track the science. But when it comes to moisturizers, a moisturizer, you could do a really great moisturizer, and it should be really inexpensive. It's not really complicated, but I think there's all sorts of crazy ingredients and patented this and trademarked that. They get a little carried away. And far be it from me to question the quality or value of other people's products, but suffice to say, just looking at the science of moisturization, it takes place on the inside of our body. You have to adequately hydrate, no escaping it. If you want moisture in those tissues, your body delivers it from the inside, not from the outside. And then you need to make sure those tissues have the key constituent molecules to retain that moisture. Essential fatty acids, and top of the list, the very top of the list, ceramides. We don't need to introduce more cholesterol. That's already there. In fact, we might be reducing cholesterol. Who knows? It might have implications for skin health, although I haven't read that in the science. I don't think anybody's really looking at that. So ceramides are at the very top of the list. And when it comes to a moisturizer, I think when it comes to a moisturizer, a very simple, straightforward formula. If you want to enhance the moisture content, if you want to use a humectant effect on the stratum corneum, then you're usually looking at natural fatty acids and hopefully water in the formula as well that's being transported by some emulsification system. I suspect there are products out there, and maybe I'll do a little research and try to recommend the best product that I know of out there in terms of moisturization, and I suspect it will be very, very affordable. But the key to moisturization takes place on the inside of our body. That's where skin is moisturized. The skin is designed first and foremost to be a barrier. The most important attribute of the skin is its barrier function. In fact, ceramides are part of that barrier function. So the very molecule you might try to put on the outside of your body is kept out by that molecule on the inside of your body. So because that's what ceramides do, it helps keep water in by enhancing that barrier function. So again, you could open these capsules and you could put it on your hands or any part of your body. It will feel great. But it feels great because of its wonderful emollient effect, like a typical moisturizer, not because it's actually exerting a moisturizing effect down into the skin where you need that moisturizing effect to take place.
Okay, do you know you're almost at 19,000? I know, and so I know...
Well, that's more product than we brought with us originally.
I know.
So we're already into all the excess capsules.
Okay.
I suspect that we'll have a little bit left because we abbreviated all our airings.
Right.
We'll have a little bit left to talk about at 9 p.m.
Okay.
But probably for 10 or 15 minutes,
Yeah.
if that. And I could be wrong. It could be gone.
Right, because I don't know about you. When I get off the air with Andrew at the early shows, I shop like crazy. I really do. The first thing I do, I swear to you, is I don't take my makeup off. I start ordering. So if you've got your little Andrew Lessman wish list, you should do this now.
It's a small capsule. It's an easy to swallow capsule, a tiny little capsule. It's small, easy to swallow. You only need to take one a day. As I said, if you really have trouble ears or trouble spots and you want to prove this product, take 2 capsules a day for the first month. It's fine to take just one. That's the actual science, in the science on this product. 1 capsule is the perfect dose. Yep. If you want, you could take 2 capsules for the first 30 days and then 1 capsule thereafter. And as you saw from the reviews, this product works in a matter of days, but you have 30 days to see the benefits.
Absolutely. Okay, ask about our other preemptive beauty today's specials. Those item numbers are coming up at the bottom of your screen, but you can order those until...
Yes, and they'll be pre-ordered. The 2
Right.
Today specials from July can be pre-ordered, so in case we run out, yours will be locked in, and they'll also be immediately delivered when the inventory hits in July, because we make our products for each visit special. In fact, most of the Phytoceramides are being produced right now that will be shipped to you over the next week.
It's awesome. So again, choose your size of choice, 30, 60, 120, and 240. Remember, it's almost like a buy one, get one with the savings on the 240.
Yep.
You are back at 9 p.m.
9 p.m. and that's it. Then I'm gone, and then it's going to be. I'll be on the East Coast for the next few days, and Emma's wedding.
And wish her well. I mean, congratulations
to
her. That's so exciting. Thank you for a great day, Andrew.
Again, happy Father's Day, all the dads out there, and happy Father's Day, Dad.
Absolutely.
Love
all
you.
right. I'll see you tomorrow at 9. Susie Orman's next with Bobby.
And hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Bobby Ray Carter. And with me today, yes, she is back. A fabulous